The views in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests, not the Yolanda brand. The content is for informational and entertainment purposes only, and we make no guarantees about its accuracy, reliability, or suitability.
Hello everybody, welcome back to our Spotify channel and the YouTube channel. Bum, 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 bum. Yo, I have a lot to say to you guys, but
before we get into that, first of all, guys, do not forget to get your tickets. You're running out of time. You're running out of time and you're running out of space.
Thank you.
Okay, we are filling up the boat and we are going to be shaking our asses on that boat in a thong without you. So you need to get your tickets. And if you're curious about the people that are going to be joining us on the cruise, you can just go on our Loud Wednesday pages. You'll see our entertainment. You'll see our guests. Some of your favorites are going to be there. So do not miss out.
And, also, before the person who's going to be performing, it's none other than the powerhouse, Lady Summer! So you want to be there.
Okay.
You want to be there.
So if your name is Charlotte, she wants to talk to you. That's all I gotta say.
I need to see Charlotte.
That's all I gotta say. Now, guys, we have another powerhouse, okay, in our studio. A woman who broke all boundaries, honey.
the happiest
okay,
today.
Janga. Well, now you need an EpiPen because I can see you can't breathe.
Okay.
Because Janga,
I'm a
I
fan.
can see Yolanda is just out here and she doesn't even know how to act.
Oh.
Okay, guys, we have Ramona. First of all, before we start, Ramona, I need to officially apologize to you personally, in person, because when you entered the house, I heard your entrance video wrong. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing that we have a 47-year-old in the house. She looks she looks amazing. For 47, look at her go. Oh my gosh, yes, when and people coming for me.
Imagine. And I told her, I was like, she's 37.
I know, she's 47.
And then I know she's 47. And I'm like, there's no way she's 37.
37 going on 38 in April.
Girl.
I don't feel my age.
Right? Some of your husbands said that. Your husbands are like, look, Ramona was the eldest lady there, but damn.
And I loved that about you. Like, I think I was one person who was very vocal about how much I loved you in the house because you didn't get there and mother anyone. You know? You didn't get there and mother anyone. I loved, like, you know, and I was like, wow.
Like, watching you was so much fun.
That was something I was very aware of going into the house. And as a mother, I was like, I ain't here to mother nobody. One. I'm here as a housemate. I ain't going to stand and cook and tell people this and this and this and that. Let's have fun. I wanted to have a lot more fun had I been there weeks longer. But it was such a blessing to be around such main characters.
Yeah. But then I want to ask you first, sorry.
Oh, let's see.
I want to know what made you to apply for Big Brother?
You asking me that question makes me realize what a huge deal it actually is. I was unaware. I was so unaware. I just thought, hey, 2 million could really change my life in a sense that it would give me the fuel injections for my projects and what. But on the other side, you're like, just being there is already a huge deal and already a huge blessing. So this was my second time entering. And
really?
When was the first time?
First time was season 5.
Really?
Yes.
No. This isn't before you.
Season 5, I also sent through an application and I was like, because my mind was so focused on
2 million.
it being an achievement.
Yes.
So I entered again and thankfully the doors opened.
And what was your experience in the house? Like, obviously, I don't know, did you watch the show before you entered the house? You didn't watch the show, Nat, so you had no clue what you were getting yourself into.
Zero clue what I was getting myself into. You know, Big Brother is and always has been a household name. So hearing basic gossip about what happens on the show was all I was aware of. But other aspects of the house in totality, I was just under as blonde. Felt like an alien. What's going on? What are we doing? Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
But it was fun to learn from a point where you know nothing. You know, when you gaining knowledge, you always assume that you know nothing. And that is how I experienced the house from point zero.
And I think that's like something that is so beautiful also to watch about you, Ramona, because you were like a blank canvas on the show. And therefore you were so authentically yourself. Like you were truly, 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 truly authentically yourself.
I just want to find out, you got into the house. Obviously, you've had rumors. People talk about Big Brother, Big Brother, Big Brother. It's not like you didn't know at all about the show, right? You just didn't maybe watch. But how did you feel when Big Brother brought the people that were on previous seasons?
Oh, the
returnees.
I felt, hey, let's make the circle bigger, because I, again, wasn't aware of the show, of what happens in the house. So when it was explained to me that it is like their redemption, I was like, all right, if Big Brother's saying this is your second chance, by all means, we're all welcome to this opportunity. And I don't know, I feel nothing.
Okay, so since
I'm happy.
obviously we already know they crowned the winner. Liema won. With you had being in the house and being with her in the house, during your stay in the house, did you feel like she could win? Like, did you feel like she has the quality to win? Did you feel like she was like your competition?
Liema definitely has always had the quality to win. I didn't see her as a competitor per se, because ultimately everyone is your competitor. Everyone has this special talents and their dreams and their desires. And who knew that Liema would have won this season? I feel like it was in God's hands in any case.
No, we knew.
What?
Yeah.
I also don't watch.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not a
outside probably
watcher
knew.
of-
Yeah.
In my life, in my personal life, I'm not a watcher of what's happening, what's trending, what's new. I listen. I listen to the radio religiously.
Oh, I see.
And to podcasts. So when it comes to TV or whatever's happening in the world, it wouldn't be something I would watch, but something I would listen to through the radio.
Oh, okay. So in the house name, I loved you, yes. And you became friends with Thandeka.
Yeah, bro.
And then you guys made like a nice, cute friends and everything and the whole situation. What made you become friends with Thandeka when everyone else was like, that person?
Ish, I think it's a personal thing where I don't think anybody deserves to feel alone. And I always somehow end up supporting the underdog. And I felt like at that point, Thandeka was an underdog because of how things transformed from the very first night, There was a big fight the first night.
Between her and Didi.
Yeah, and she was crying and no one was even considering comforting her in that moment. She was crashing out full on. So I took it in my stride to be there as a friend for her in that moment, because no one deserves to feel like that.
Okay, so then how did you go from deciding to be this person's friend to then nominating her?
Oh, yes. Why did you nominate her?
It's the game, my sister. Listen, I've said this before. In the house, I would never have considered anyone my friend.
Yeah.
This is war inside here, So as far as nominating her is concerned, I wasn't even thinking about friendship right then. I was just thinking, you know what? You and Liema fight so much and it disturbs my peace. I do, especially during wages. Come on, can we get on with business? Because the wages are designed, according to me, to uplift and level up all of us in our individual talents that were, whether it was singing or reading or narrating, or that was the purpose of the wages. And then you get these clashes. Aibo, why must we fight? Why must we raise our voices to get a point across? That to me says that the person you're having this altercation with, A, doesn't respect you, and B, is not listening to you at all. People fight and talk to be seen all the time. No, calm down. Please calm down. Our welcome letter says, Bazozwa doesn't mean to be loud all the time. There is even that aspect of Bazozwa in your silence. So them just continuing that way, it drove me up the wall. So I'm like, you are up.
I think that when I was watching, I even posted about it. When you nominated Thandeka, I was like, yeah, she's going home.
Yeah, mistake.
Yeah.
But now sitting on the outside, I see, even so, I was so unaware that being inside the house was for the people outside.
Oh, I see.
I didn't even know.
I get you.
I even thought that my diary room sessions were private.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No, people are watching you.
You thought everything was private, we don't see.
Literally, I used to ask Yolanda all the time, so what is the diary room like about, and what, and is it private? What can I ask big sister or big brother? I didn't know how to utilize
That's so cute.
that space
That is so cute.
to my advantage, let me say, because looking back, I see now, so there were housemates that were essentially aware. And
All housemates, Mama. It's just
why
you.
they didn't tell me.
It's just you.
So when I came out and I watched myself crying so much, and I was like, it wasn't private. It wasn't private.
That is so lovely. I love that so much.
Tell me about your actions. Your first fight with Trixie. What happened there? Because some of the things we don't see, right? Yeah.
My
what
fight
led?
with Trixie, I was literally triggered. I think that was a Saturday night party.
Yes, after the party.
So
yes.
my concept is, you know what? I had so many drinks. I need to go sleep.
Yes.
Eat, sleep. That is like being a routine for me even before the house. It's like, if I'm going out and I'm drinking, I'm going to go home and eat and get in the bed. Done. So waking up, I think I was going to the bathroom. I don't recall fully. But her and Michelle were laughing. And that triggered me, yo. And then we went at it. But the experience I had was a bit more spiritual than people realize.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us, where did you go there? Because it's like you left your body spiritually and then something took over. What happened?
I left my body spiritually, and I think recapping, because I honestly wasn't even fully aware of everything that I had said. This scared me so much. Everything that I had said on that night, and then having Ilano maybe repeat to me what I said, and I was like, damn, did I go there? And then they started calling that my shadow. So I know it looked strange even to me. Watching it back, I was like, what actually happened? And this is something that I'm still dissecting now.
Yeah. Do you have like a past of like sleepwalking? Because sometimes, when you're a sleepwalker, you can have like full-on conversations, and it's a normal thing, like sleepwalking is extremely normal. Like a lot of people suffer from sleepwalking.
I don't have a history of sleepwalking. However, that voice felt familiar to me. It just felt so familiar to me. And I know a lot of people just perceived it as a fight, but it was
for you, it was more than that.
The fight was the illusion, so that I could say what needed to be said. Because I remember myself telling the housemates during that period that you want fame, you don't even know what it is. You don't even know or can comprehend what it means to have so much adoration and love from people. It's a frequency. And can you hold it without cracking under pressure? Because you see big stars and big influencers, famous people that get depressed or they go into mental institutes or what. That is the result of fame, ultimately. So the voice was there to maybe pre-warn all of our housemates.
And I think, and I say this all the time.
Wait, just 2 seconds, ne? When you're saying the voice, which voice are you referring to?
So the voice that I uttered, all the things I
Oh, the voice that came out. That was not you. That was something.
did. That was me fully, yes, but it felt like something else just took over.
Oh, I hear you now. Oh, I was like, voice, see?
Yeah, no, it's okay. And I think
The shadow,
Yeah.
that's what Ilana them started calling
and I
it.
think just to add on what you were saying about when you were having the conversation with the housemates about what it truly means to be famous and the pressure that comes with fame. Another thing that people don't understand is that you're never prepared for the level of fame that you get from being in the Big Brother house because you go in as a normal person. It's not like
Exactly.
curated fame. You understand? Because when your fame is curated, you are then conditioned, you're
Yeah.
trained,
Trained.
right? You're trained how to deal with people, how to interact with the public, and so on and so forth. However, with Big Brother, you go there as a normal person, and then you come out, boom, everybody loves you, everybody knows you, everybody feels like they know you, they feel like they can tell you what to do, they feel like they have an opinion on your life, they feel like they can, you understand what I mean? And you're not conditioned for that. And they don't condition us. It's like they put us in this house and then they take us out and be like, okay, go figure it out.
Nah,
Yes,
That's-
that's how I perceived my experience in the house.
same, because I went into me, nobody, no followers, nobody knew me. This young, or did I call myself?
It's okay, girl. You're young and hot, honey. You are young, babe.
This young lady all the way
Yes.
from the Cape Flats, getting thrown in the deep end, and I come out and I'm like, all these people know me now. They've seen me. They love me based on what they've seen. And it is a...
And Cape Townians consume Big Brother because, yes, majority of my followers are in Cape Town. Right? Which is crazy because I'm from East London.
Ne.
I would expect that, majority of the people who follow me are from my hometown. But majority of my followers are from Cape Town, like Cape Townians. Like even when I land at the airport, it's like, yeah. And I'm just like,
I've
never even lived in Cape Town.
By people who call my name.
yes. And they come up to
Everywhere
you.
I go, and I'm like, you know me. Oh, gosh. Okay, thank you so much.
Please tell us about your people, because I saw, what's the name of your fan base?
My fan base is the Mona Tribe.
The Mona
Shamona.
Tribe. I saw
love
the
that
Mona
name.
Tribe welcome you home and they gave you nice things. And I saw Ashley also put in some gifts there. Can you please tell us about that experience on how the whole situation happened and how did that make you feel?
Well, firstly, I didn't expect anything. It was like, oh, I'm out of the Big Brother house. It felt to me as if I was stepping out of the dream. And now, it's all
Back to
real
reality,
now. There's other people. There's people phoning me. There's this. I only got my phone back like after 3 days. I was having issues. I forgot my passwords.
Of course you forgot your password. How long were you in the house for?
7 weeks.
Of course you forgot
You
your
can't
house.
say that's too little. You stay.
Yeah.
7 weeks.
7 weeks was a good fight.
So I forgot my passwords, and I must say, on the side of Big Brother's production, they're so supportive and really walked me through that period of time that I was outside of the house. They were sort of middlemen for the fans that I got to engage with. And even now, there's so many people that are on my side, and I appreciate that. I was in so much tears for the gifting
Yeah.
because I didn't expect it.
Oh, that's so lovely.
When you expect nothing, you're never disappointed. So it was just a lot of love and appreciation for all of them who I've yet to meet. Mona Tribe.
I love
Wakanda
it.
forever.
Wakanda forever. I'm so curious about your babies, right? I'm curious about how they feel about mommy being a star, and like how is it like having you back, and how are they taking the experience? How old are your babies?
My babies are 17 years old.
okay.
Eldest, of whom I haven't reunited with yet.
You haven't reunited with your eldest. What happened?
So before the show, I lived in a small town called Montague.
Okay.
Montague, it's Afrikaans dorpie on the Route 62. I was there with my children. And upon hearing about me coming to Big Brother, I took my two younger to my mother's house
Okay.
in Lavendale, where I grew up. So the two are there with my mom now, and my eldest son is on his own in the house that I was renting with a friend. So 17 years old is my eldest. My middle boy is 13.
Yeah.
And he's on the spectrum, so he's autistic and beautiful. And my youngest is 10 years old. They are trained. I told them through my manifesting that, are you guys ready? Mommy's going to be famous here, or I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to go for everything I want in this life, and just training them in how things would go and what would happen. But they haven't been fully outdoors with me yet to experience the love from everyone. I took them to the beach once, and there were some fans, but I noticed that a lot of fans are quite respectful. Let me not say fans, ne?
Supporters.
Supporters are very respectful of, let's say, family time or
Yeah.
kids time.
So you said you haven't reunited with your 17-year-old. Like you haven't seen your boy.
Not yet. But we talk every day.
Yeah, I'm curious about what it's like. So I grew up with an uncle that had autism. He was my favorite uncle. I was his favorite niece. And he passed on when he was in his late 60s, early 70s. So he lived a very long and fruitful life. And I'm very curious to know, as a parent raising a child with autism, like how is that journey for you? Like how is the experience? Because obviously being a parent in general is not an easy job. And now you have a child with special needs. Maybe not necessarily special needs, but obviously on the spectrum. So, there is a certain way of dealing with, yes, because they're tantrums, and he's obviously now at an adolescent stage. Yeah. How
He's
are
a
you?
big boy now.
Yeah, so how are you like juggling that? How are you handling that? How are you?
Let me say that you handle it as it comes. You take everything in its stride and learn from the child more so than you're grasping your own knowledge about how the baby wants to be reared. Autistic kids are so intelligent and blessed. They connect on a different level and spectrum to how neurotypical people communicate. So with him, from a very young age, he started talking late. Late. Yeah, well, I consider children to all grow at their own pace, as it should be. And coming from 4 years old, he went into Montessori, which helped him so much. He flourished in that learning environment. And because it was pretty pricey, hey? So we transitioned him into mainstream, of which government schools would not listen to what I was saying relating to his, I don't even want to say condition, because to me, he's normal. Like, what is normal even? And there's just so many labels flying around when it comes to figuring someone out. Just let them be. So transitioning to mainstream was where I could see the absolute strength and resilience in my child, who I know has audio sensitivity. Like, I know because I experience it. I'm not diagnosed. He has been. So at 7 years old, we had him diagnosed. And he's been in mainstream ever since. And he excels. He's so driven and passionate and focused more than I am. So the experience, it is challenging when explaining to the other sibs. Guys, this is what your brother needs right now. Can we be a little bit more understanding of his meltdown or of his crash out? Or because I know that he struggles to express himself. And because you live in an environment where you can't provide your child with what they need to grow better, that's made it challenging. But we are resourceful.
You know why? You know what? Why I loved you, and so I can read people also. So that's what I was doing in the house also. So when you entered the house, in my head I was like, there's no person at that age who would just wake up and say, I want to go to Big Brother. Yeah, like. There's no way. Like, you can't just, I'm even saying when I'm 40 and they want to do All Star, I'm not going there, you know?
I'll go back.
You know?
I'll go back.
I wouldn't. In my head, I was like, I am 40. You know, I want to try and look at other things. Because there has to be a reason why you went to Big Brother. And for me, I admired the fact that you didn't care. What are people going to say? I'm old, I have kids. You didn't care. All you focused on was, I'm going to get what I need for myself and for my kids. And for that, Shem, you did amazing.
Thank you so much.
You did amazing. That's another reason why I liked Thandeka in the house. And to those that are dragging me about the situation of Liema, I cried when Thandeka didn't win. The reason why I cried when Thandeka didn't win, it's not because I hate Liema.
Of course.
I don't hate Liema. Even Liema knows that I don't hate her. I realized that Thandeka worked extremely hard to get to the top, fighting battles that were higher than her. Liema is big. Liema has worked with so many artists or so many big people, big stars in South Africa. She had an unfair advantage, according to me, because I was watching, right? And when I cried, it's because I realized how far she has come. You know, when you come and then you don't get it.
Yeah.
It happened to me. With me, I got disqualified. And I'm not blaming anyone for my disqualification, but I did feel the fact that I was there. I could have got this money.
So you
I could have won.
with...
I did resonate with the fact that she fought, got to the end, and not get anything. It really touched me. And even my tears were not coming from the fact that they announced the winner.
Yeah,
no, my tears were coming from the fact that I understand.
You felt what Thandeka might have been.
Thank you.
Empathy for her
in that moment.
Because Thandeka is such a strong...
For me, she felt... And another thing that I loved about her, people are saying she's a bully. I don't agree with that. And I'm going to say it with a straight face. I don't agree that Thandeka is a bully. Thandeka was just one person who would voice everything out. The fact that she saw you when everyone else was rejecting you. She could see that you are a good person. And then she came and she stand with you. She was not standing with you because she didn't have anyone to stand with. She had Millie.
Because she has that model structure inside of her. Says, miss this.
Inside of her. So when people were busy dragging me, I'm like, guys, yes, Liema won. Ne? We're not going to remove that. The winner is a winner. But we're not going to take away from the fact that Thandeka played a good game.
Of course.
From 300 followers to being top 2 with Liema. That's big.
It's huge.
Clearly, if Liema was not in the house, she could have won. She won over the other returnees. She won over Bravo. She won over Meli. She won over Dewey. And she lost on Liema. which we all understand how. Liema had 500 and something followers. And you guys can drag me all you want. Liema had more people. I kept on saying, Thandeka is bazozwa. But if Liema is there, go top two, she won't get it.
Yeah, no, you said that so many times.
I said it so
she
many
was
times.
Like, Thandeka is my win, is the winner, right? However, if she's standing on that stage with Liema, she's not winning. Like she said it so many times.
I see now what you mean.
She said it so many times.
And also, the fact that she can read people, she could see the people that need. I was heartbroken when everyone was like, Ramona is all that. Ramona is all. I was heartbroken. I was watching and I was hurt because in my head, I'm like, it doesn't matter. We're not here for age. You know, we're not going around saying Mang is young, Mang is this, Mang is this. We're all the same. And also, we eat the same food in the house. We do the same. Big Brother won't give you a different task from everyone else.
Just because you're old. Yes.
I was so heartbroken because there was a time where I felt like you were feeling alone in the house. It's like no one sees you, but she saw you.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I connected with her. In the beginning, I didn't really see Thandeka. I didn't like Thandeka's fight with Didi in the beginning. I was like, that was unfair. It was uncalled for. You shouldn't have done that. I didn't like the fact that she washed her face on the zinc. Yes. But when I watched the whole situation and checked the person, I could see that this person, in 100% of the time, she's not misunderstood. People are busy saying, we wouldn't make Thandeka win because we don't want to promote bullying or whatever the case is, right? Okay, sharp. We all know that if Liema didn't win, she would still receive the 2 million from fans. We all know that. She got almost 1 million from our season from fans. You understand? She could have still received the 2 million from fans even if she didn't win. Why didn't they give it to Didi, who was being bullied?
And Didi is a younger person.
For me, I feel like that was unfair advantage. If Liema was standing there with Ashley Ogo, it would have been a fair game.
Of course.
If Liema was standing there with me, it would have been a fair game. You understand?
Of course.
You cannot, you cannot put someone with 500K, even now, Thandeka, that in her fights, she's not even close to Liema's numbers.
Yeah.
Liema is heading to 600K followers now. Thandeka is still on 100 and something, going to 200. She's still not even close. You understand? And the fact that she made it to number 2, we cannot ignore the fact that that girl played.
And take it away from her. Yeah.
Friendship or no friendship.
Yeah.
Friendship or no friendship, you guys can drag me. That girl played.
You see, the way I see and deal with people in my life and relationships is I see you as who you are right now, Yolanda, who you showing me you are. I don't walk away from you and go, oh, she's a bully. Who am I to put labels on you?
Thank
I
you.
don't even know you well enough. I don't even know what you've been through in your life, what you experience, what your triggers are. That's how you learn people. And that is why I said, inside the house, I wouldn't use the word friends, but now we're outside.
Yes.
Now I can chill with you
And see, there's no 2 million.
now
no
you
2
can
million.
phone me
Yes.
and say, friend, listen, can you help me with this? And now you're testing the waters, of what your friendship is. Now you're building that relationship because it doesn't just happen overnight.
It doesn't just happen overnight.
It takes work.
And people forget that there are a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. For example, they are busy saying, yeah, Yolanda, Liema took you to Durban July 2024, right? When we came out of the house. Liema is on Bad Influence on Netflix because of me. I hooked her up with Netflix Bad Influence series. That even paid her. So it's not like Liema gave me things and I was just sitting there and waiting for Liema to give me things. Even Liema now, she knows that Thandeka is the winner.
I feel
Now.
like you wouldn't need to explain that, Yolanda, because people don't know what we as housemates experience.
Thank you.
And you also don't know the bonds that we actually forge behind the cameras.
Thank you.
Literally. We forge bonds because I'm seeing this gig and I'm like, yo, Yolanda would be perfect for this.
Thank you.
God, there I send you. But then the aspect of the viewers creating this narrative online that we're fighting when we're not.
I think the problem here, if we're going to be completely honest, are the fan bases pinning housemates against each other. right? Because they want us to carry out beefs that happened in the house. And they don't understand that, guys, at the end of the day, this show is going to come to an end. We're not going to be in Big Brother's house for life. We're only there for 3 months. After that, everyone has to go home. A winner has to be announced. And once the winner is announced, the cameras go off and we have to go to regular programming, right? And the problem here is that fan bases want us to carry things that happen in the house. And I think what they don't understand is that the pressure that you are under when you're in that house is not the same as when you are outside. You don't know what we go through as housemates in the house. You don't know what sparks arguments. You don't understand what sparks people not talking or people seeming like they don't get along in that moment. And just because there was a fight in that moment, now you want us to carry that fight along for eternity. And it's like, guys, we're not competing anymore. The winner's announced. The 2 million has been given to someone. It's okay. Like, let us live our lives. Let us forge the relationship that we want to forge. Like, no one is fighting. No one is jealous that so-and-so won. No, at the end of the day, there's only one winner, guys.
And also, now, you know what? I also want to remind the people that are dragging me now about the fact that I cried when Thandeka didn't win because Liema is my friend. When people's Thandeka on Twitter were busy saying, yeah, Liema and Yolanda, Liema called Yolanda a cow. Liema did this, wara. Liema fought with Yolanda. Yeah, Yolanda and Liema. I never entertained it. I never went there and said, yeah, even on the reunion, she did this or whatever the case. Did you guys fuck? I didn't. Because I knew if I entertain any of these things, it's going to influence votes. And I'm not saying she won because my people voted for her. No. I'm just trying to let them see that if I was an evil person, I would have made sure that people know that this person left. I already know everything. I know Liam is going to jump here. I know Liam is going to say it. I know her. But I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't know Didi. I don't know Q. I don't know Thandeka. I don't know you, the new people.
But
obviously,
you've known
Liam, I've been in the house. I already know Liam.
Yeah.
So of course my favorite is going to be someone I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone who's gonna give me something that, okay,
it's
this
different.
is different. I haven't seen this. I've never, which for me was you, and it was Thandeka. Who was
Ilano.
Ilano, yeah. In that, and I was hurt by you and Ilano's fight.
I know.
Yeah.
I was hurt by mine.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Let me just recap slowly. Oh, that was separation week. Where I was actually quite shocked that Ilana wouldn't hear me out. Being the representative for the girls, I'm like, for once, can someone just understand where I'm coming from? Instead of, it's like this narrative was created to just be against me. And it shows me that a lot of people aren't free thinkers and make up their own minds. They prefer to be a sheeple. I say sheeple. And follow a crowd before you've even dissected
I like that term, girl.
or researched the concept. See what Ramona is saying. I was wanting to represent the ladies in a way where A is A and B is B, so that we can avoid talking to the boys at all. Let's become a well-oiled machine the way the boys have united. But because I feel this narrative existed where people thought I wanted to be the representative so I could speak to Melly was just beyond me. I've seen so many men in my life. I've spoken to so many men in my life for you to think that I was gunning to speak to someone. Come on, man. Just expand your consciousness to understand that many concepts can exist at the same time without us fighting. So what happened with Ilano and myself was this trigger. It's like when one person just refuses to listen and another person reacts.
Oh, I see.
And I feel like I've shared things with Ilano in a personal capacity where I said to her, listen, I understand how you guys feel about Thandeka. I understand. I too myself had difficult time communicating with her at times, but that didn't mean I was going to give up. Because she's a housemate, she's a person. Can we deal with Thandeka in a different way? Because whilst you're pointing fingers at Thandeka, you're also responsible for your perception. You are responsible for the way you treat her, and you also need to be accountable, because I can be the change. I can stand there and say, yes, this person is a bit difficult. How am I going to change my mannerism so that it can fit the other person, and we can come to a consensus and reach a middle ground? But people or the housemates just continued to push that, like just put these labels on her that may or may not be true.
And you know, sometimes people play the game in fear, ne? Because when you get into the house, you don't know who's saying what outside about you. So you are afraid what you are doing is wrong. Ne? You understand? Another reason why I like Thandeka, she didn't care whether what she's doing is wrong or right outside. She was just living there her life. No one was correcting her. No one was reprimanding her. No one was saying anything. And then she just moved. She made mistake in the house. Yes, we all agree. We're not going to say she's perfect, because no one in the house was perfect.
Nobody.
So because people are playing it with fear of, I may not win. I may not win. Let me do this, or that's why when I came out of the house, I never judged anyone that did anything to me in the house. I had people that my people didn't want here. People that I fought with in the house, high fights. I invited them to come to the podcast. And some of my people were like, why is she inviting this one? Why is she inviting that one? Because in my head, I was like, we were gunning for 2 million. We are in a very small place.
We are competitive.
So you will do anything to get to the top. You understand? Judge me after.
Yeah.
But now when we're outside of the house, if I watch a reunion and I see that you are negative, I leave. Exactly. Because that's you now.
That's you
yes,
now.
That's you now.
I hear you.
So you can't expect me to stay with people that I see that when you are going there.
Because are you now communicating me with the same narrative as inside the house?
Thank you.
Where you
know me.
You don't even know who I am outside of the house.
The weird part about the whole situation, a person lived with me. For example, Liema lived with me for two years. Was it 2 years after the reunion? Eh? Liema lived with me Liema knows the type of person I am inside out. Even now, she knows I mean what I'm saying. Because she knows that I'm going to stick to my truth.
And stick to your guns.
That is a child of God.
Exactly.
You know God is not biased and God is not unfair. If you are a child of God, you will know the truth, and that same truth will set you free. Liema even knows what she said, anything she said about me in the reunion. We even spoke about it after. And I was very disappointed. I told her, and I was like, you see, Mtasi, from here, I'm leaving. And the reason why I'm leaving is because I realized that actually there's still a loophole. You still don't understand the type of person I am, and I thought you did. I never treated you like a person who's, because I chose to understand you. And I'm going to move and live with you because I was like, okay, this is my friend. I'm going to understand you and I'm going to live with you because this is who you are. But you can come, and then when someone says stuff about me, you already know that I went out of my way. I got you a gig on TV, Netflix. That is an international station. USA watch Netflix and Miami and whatever the case is. She's there because of me, and I'm going to say it again. So for her to think that I may have done something behind her back, and she takes that and she runs with it without even confronting me. She was the one who even said, oh yes, Konje, you gave me Netflix. And I'm like, why would you believe this?
When I
gave you big things.
Believe what I'm showing you.
You understand?
Not what you're hearing.
And I still chose to not go public with that. I didn't go public with it. No one knew how I reacted and how the friendship is after the reunion. And then they are coming and jumping now and saying Yolanda is this. Hashem, you can drag all you want.
Yeah, I think
King of Basozwa is Thandeka.
Yes, I think outside of that, congratulations, Liema. You won the 2 million. We love that for you. Personally, I'm just happy someone from my hometown finally won Big Brother. Okay, they didn't do it for me, but they did it for you, baby girl. So clock it to you. However, we are entitled to have favorites, guys. You understand what I mean? Her and I, we are not sheeple.
Yeah.
Me, my favorite from the very beginning, I made it very clear because we were in the same season. Melly was my guy.
Yeah.
Melly was my guy until the very end. And after that, I was like, guys, my guy is gone. If Q or Liema takes it, they both my home people. I'm happy. Liema or Q takes it because they're my closer people. And I'm not being tribalist, guys. No, please stop that. Right? I'm entitled to feel however I want to feel. It's my choice.
But you are though being
Exactly.
tribalist.
How am I being tribalist?
Because she's choosing a winner according to the
My winner
where
was
she's
Melly.
She's saying
My winner was Melly. And Melly left.
Yeah.
And now I was
Melly
left with no choice.
Then we are taking it to Limpopo.
Ah, but we are
Because by
taking it.
Limpopo, it
We
doesn't
are taking
matter
it
what
to the
other
Eastern
people are doing.
Cape.
We are taking it to Limpopo.
We are
You
taking it to the
though.
Eastern Cape.
According to me, we're all Africans, yo.
The best person with the best.
And
Yeah,
My winner
the,
was Melly.
the person who played is the winner.
Guys, for me, Melly played such a smart game.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
For me,
100%.
Melly's game was so smart. I loved watching Melly in the house, especially because I experienced Melly in my season. And one thing about Melly is authentically Melly.
Thank you.
Melly is authentically Melly. I was so sad when he got evicted. Honestly speaking, like my heart broke because I was just like, my boy, I really wanted this win for you. Like I really wanted the win for Melly, you know? But unfortunately, he didn't make it to the end.
Honestly speaking, I'm going to be very honest with you. In my head, I was thinking Big Brother is going to give a win to the newcomers. I thought maybe at the end, maybe like week 9 or top 5, he's going to say that maybe he's going to put top 5 of only newcomers. And he's going to tell us that, you know what, the reason why, not that these people left because they lost. No, they left because the redemption ends here. The 2 million is for me, that would have been fair.
Yeah.
You understand? That's me. And it wouldn't have mattered whether it's Thandeka who takes it, whether it's Didi who takes it, whether it's Q who takes it. As long as it's not someone with an advantage. You understand? Someone with an advantage could have been in the house all-star with advantage people.
All-stars.
You know? Liema, Yolanda, Ashley Ogle, Temba, everyone that was in the house before. We already know the strategy of the house. We already know what to do. We already know what people think. We know what, okay, people might like this. You have an advantage. Ngapa, we have numbers.
Maybe it's still coming.
Yes, I don't disagree with you. That's what I'm saying. I thought to myself, he wouldn't put the people with advantage in the house for them to win. You get? So yes, as much as I love Melly, I probably would have still said, hi, but it's unfair. He had an advantage if he had won. Because for me, I wanted a newcomer to win. Yes, Thandeka is my favorite, but if Didi has won, I wouldn't have it would have been fair because Didi is a new housemate. And a lot of the new housemates in the beginning of the week when Big Brother asked, how do you feel about the old people? They were all not happy.
Yeah.
And they can't be jumping there and saying, we are celebrating a winner. Hey, we are happy. They were all not happy in the diary room. They must not lie. All of them went there and said, hi, Big Brother, it's not fair that they are here. But now they are celebrating and they're saying we are happy that a returnee won. They are lying.
There's something about my experience with Big Brother in the house. And for some reason, I inexplicably trust Big Brother and his vision and the concept that he's creating for people to see, right? You get people who watch television religiously and become so invested as everyone is now in the Big Brother housemates' lives.
I kept on saying that guy is a genius.
Yet, I said this before, I feel as though everything was perfectly curated for me to now be in an environment where I could explore my talents, things I didn't even know I could do. So maybe everything was an individual lesson and journey for each of the housemates. How do you handle someone else winning?
And now we need to know that, like, what can we expect from you? What can people look forward from you? What are you going to be doing? What can your people who love you and support you and follow you and are invested in you and invested in your moves, what can they look forward to?
Absolutely. Firstly, thank you so much for having me. I was dying to come and talk to you guys. Now that I'm in the Josie Zoo.
Stop it! it.
Also, thank you to everyone who's currently following me. I said in the house that great power comes with great responsibility. So let me not lead you into temptation.
Amen.
So I constantly have to guard my mind and my energy so that I don't mess with you on my socials, right?
I saw you replies.
I will reply when I have energy to do so. Other than that, I'm cooking some big things.
Yeah.
And I love to cook in private, hey? You'll just be surprised for what you see, but definitely content creation. I would love to explore some singing because someone commented,
You have a
I
beautiful
would love
voice."
you and Liema and Q to do something together. So Liema and Q, if you're open to collaborate, I know you guys are famous.
Yeah. So are you, Mama?
No, if they pray to the real God, they will come
No,
and
because
work
you have
with
a
you.
beautiful voice.
you.
They will come and work with
I
you.
heard you and Liam
If they really
harmonizing
pray
in the kitchen there, I was
no,
like, whoa,
if they
I got
pray to a real
goosebumps.
God,
Dixie as
me,
well,
I'm
and
gonna say,
Barber can sing as well.
if they pray to a real God, they will collaborate with you. They won't care about how many followers you have.
So I also have a perfume line I'm working on.
Oh, that's nice. I love
It's
perfumes.
called Oud by Ohm. Just be patient, ne? It's coming. And some things in television, I would love to act as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have this just inner little gangster character I want to play. I want to represent my hood.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
And my hood is a rough town, eh? You know, over time I realized, you must a big numbers person. I'm here, little old me, know nothing, sort of blonde, no offense, but alongside Melly. And then I realized, Liema is already a superstar. So I just felt so privileged to be in a house with other
Oh yes, that amazing.
I love
So
that.
I was like, rubbing shoulders with the right people. Because connections was one of the reasons that I entered the Big Brother house.
And I think you're also sitting on such a beautiful pot of gold. Maybe it's something that you can consider. I don't know how
You're going to say
sensitive.
cooking.
No, not that. I don't know how, open you would be to the idea, because I feel like there are a lot of moms that have children on the spectrum, right? That need education. So maybe you can even look into opening a YouTube channel where, you talk to the moms,
Please
advise
open
the
a YouTube
moms. I feel like moms would be so open to that, because a lot of moms they don't know the signs. No?
Yeah.
They don't know the signs until the child gets diagnosed, until they're like, okay, why is my child taking so long to speak? Is he deaf? You know what I mean? Like, why is my child always like throwing tantrums? Like, why is he so angry? Why? They're struggling to
They don't
understand the signs. So I think that's something else that you can look into. Maybe like have a YouTube page where you talk to the moms and you make the moms understand, and you talk about your experiences. Also as a mom, with a child that's on the spectrum, I think that would be so helpful.
I don't know if you remember, but I think it was the first wager, my superhero outfit. I had the puzzle pieces on my leg. That was to raise autism awareness.
Oh, wow.
And like you said, there's a lot of moms who don't even know the signs yet. I think a year back I posted something on TikTok saying, especially us from the Cape Flats and location and what, we're not aware of the signs. So now you're raising a child from infancy to 5 and you're frustrated because you're like, what's wrong with this child?
Gandhi's autism. And just to touch on that, like I said, my uncle, my mom's oldest brother, had autism, and they didn't know, because it's not just people in the Cape Flats, people in the rurals, right? They might not have TV, but they have YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? For the longest time, they thought my uncle was bewitched.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand, because of lack of information, right? And the information needs to be put out there so that our people are not taking children to traditional healers thinking that the child is bewitched when the child just has autism.
It's a frequency, guys.
I am coming to Cape Town.
Yes,
so
please.
I
I'm
am
so
coming to Cape
interested
Town.
in your cruise, though.
You must come. You want to come to you want to be in the cruise?
When is it
Do you
again?
think you'll be
Next-
able to
it's
come?
next month.
Would you be this side or you'll be in Cape Town?
It's next month.
Next
next
month.
month on the-
Well, I am still currently this side.
Okay.
I've just
Until
opened
when?
up some doors have opened up for me, which I'm going to be working on this coming weeks. But yo,
Okay, so if you're here, we would
here
love
until
to
when?
have you.
hey, I can't even tell you, the schedule changes on the fly.
Of course.
So as far as my commitments are concerned, I'm probably going to be here until early next week now.
Okay.
Where my plans were initially to leave here on Thursday.
Okay.
So now schedule changed, and I'm going to be staying until next week.
I mean, if you're here, we would absolutely love to have you.
Thank you.
No, but
so
if you
much.
wanna come, I'll talk to you after the show. We'll actually communicate on how, if maybe, let's say for example, you are back in Cape Town, we can actually arrange for you to
I would love that. What was the location again? Something with the H. Hartbeespoort. Yes.
No,
Tongue twister.
I think we'll have to arrange. We'll have to. There's no way you can come. Me, I'm coming to Cape Town.
Thank you, sis.
On the 3rd until the 6th. I wish if you were there, maybe with your kids, you could come. And then we have beautiful lunch at this beautiful hotel that you're going to love.
Yes, I love them. 4 stars, 5 stars.
Guys, thank you so much. Please follow Ramona, guys. Please show her
follow
love
Ramona.
and support. You can see she's got such a beautiful story, and I feel like this is literally just the beginning, and we are so excited to see what you're going to do, Mama. You are a big friend of Loud Wednesdays now, and we're hoping that we'll have more of these sit downs with you, because I feel like you have so much depth, so much information to share, and I think a lot of people would be open to hearing from you.
If you need help with the YouTube channel, please let me know.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
We're really gonna set
for
it up
opening
and
yourselves up to me.
Yeah, no. If you feel like you want to do that, because that would be a nice podcast or episode or whatever that we will call it. It will be beautiful for people to learn from someone that's going through the situation. It's the same as me with Vitiligo. And if you have Vitiligo, you're free to ask me questions, because you're like, because you understand, So because you have a child, you would understand. So it will be easy for them to ask questions, and maybe we can put it in a way where we actually even get doctors to come and explain the situation for the moms, things like that. But if you do need help to start something like that, please let us know. We are going to recommend. And I hope some way, somehow, Mona Tribe, please. I know you are
guys,
capable.
don't let her down.
I know you are capable of getting her
can do it.
an apartment in Joburg
You've done
and
it before.
paid
You can do
for
it.
a year or
You
2.
can do
I
it.
know you are capable of that. Please do it so we can set up, because I don't know studios in Cape Town. I don't know people in
I've
Cape Town.
struggled in
I know
Cape Town,
people here. So if you are this side, it will be easy for me to actually assist
And
you
for
with
us
that
to
channel.
collaborate.
Yes, with that. Yeah, that channel must happen now.
Yeah.
Because after now, there's another season coming.
And
there are
another
other
season
people
is coming.
I
and
hear
things
you.
are. So we need to do it now. So Mona Tribe, please try and, let's work. I'm a Mona Tribe.
Thank you, Yolanda.
Let's work
Thank you, Yolanda.
and secure something for Ramona this side. Even if we can pay it for a year, I'm sure if we can pay it for a year or 2 years,
It will make a lot.
it will
It'll
make a whole
huge
difference. She's going to be able to
difference,
work,
guys.
and something that will be very good for her kids as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously they'll have to come and visit her.
Yes.
I know you guys can do it.
They can do it. Guys, thank you so much. Remember, this episode it always goes out first on Spotify at 3 p.m. Central Africa time on Mondays, and on Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Central Africa time. Now we are going to close it.
Yes. And this is how we close it. Don't forget to get those tickets. Please contact this number for the tickets, and then make sure you are there. It's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. And let me tell you, you're going to enjoy it.
You don't want to miss out.
Ramona will be there. And this is how we close it. What you gonna do about it?
What you
Nothing. So you said nothing. Okay, no, do it. What you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do about it?
Nothing.